Hello everyone, it is Araya, and I'm joined with my wonderful companion yet again,
Ali.
and we are watching more Classic Who, more the Daleks serial.
Yep, we're on to what, episode 3?
Episode 3, yeah,
Three
is
of
where we're
seven?
at. 3 of 7, 3 and 4.
Since we last recorded,
Mm-hmm.
we got further in New Who, or at least I did.
That is true. We did take a break from the serial.
Yeah.
We watched more Series 9. We watched the premiere of Series 9. And
As
the
a
second
reminder, you've seen all of it.
I've seen all of New
That is
Who.
currently out.
That's not true. I've seen the beginning of Jodie Whittaker's era, and I've pretty much spoiled myself in all the plot details of the era. But I've not seen most of it myself.
Valid. The last thing that I watched was the season 9.
Series 9, episode 3 and 4.
3 and
which
4.
is a two-parter.
Yeah, forget those, not important. The most important part was
Before
the
the
season...
Series 9 premiere.
Series 9 premiere,
Mhm.
which was
The
very
Magician's
relevant.
Apprentice.
Yeah, so apparently you didn't even remember that...
The architecture and the doors.
You didn't... Yeah, anyways.
You are not doing this very well.
No, I'm not. I'm giggling into a pile. Why don't you explain it?
Okay, so in The Magician's Apprentice, we have an episode starting off with Clara, and Missy comes in there, and they're looking for the doctor. The doctor kind of thinks he's going to die. He gave his confession dial to Missy. Of course, all this is New Who spoilers, so don't watch if you're... we'll be talking about New Who throughout this, as we've mentioned a few times, so... But Missy is the incarnation of the Master that we are on currently, and when they find the Doctor, it turns out Davros has been looking for him, and they all get taken to Skaro. What they find out pretty soon, which is the planet we presumably are currently on in Classic Who, and apparently the Daleks rebuilt it, and
Which means it was destroyed sometime between now
Yes.
and a very long time in the future.
Well, all the Daleks were presumed extinct during the Time War, so theoretically that means their home planet was gone. But but the cool thing is the architecture of Skaro is very, very similar to the architecture we see in the episode that we watched last time, and what we'll probably continue to see as we watch this serial.
Over the doors. I just like the doors.
The doors have like this angled top to it. It's like, and then there's a door that just opens up like.
Sorry, that was an accident.
The door that just goes rip and roop, and those doors and walls and such that were in this first serial that we saw so far were also in Series 9 when they went back to Skaro, which is pretty cool.
I think you over-explained that.
There's also a classic Dalek there. There was a Dalek with little blue orbs.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
Hey, but at least I said it. You couldn't say
No,
it.
yeah, I under-explained and you over-explained. If we could just, Anyway, maybe even better than the doors is the fact that we learned about this war that had been going on Davos' planet, which I'm sure was very well established.
That's a good point, yeah.
Very well established in Old Who, I assume. We haven't got there yet. Correct me if this is a misunderstanding. So, Davros, this kid caught in this ancient war between two sides who've forgotten the reason that they're fighting, grows up and creates the Daleks to win the war, right? There kind of was an implication, though I'm not certain if I was reading too much into it, that he, used his own people to create the Daleks? Is that a misinterpretation of the situation?
That is a good question.
You seem to know the answer to that.
I think I know the answer to
Think you know
that.
the
I'm
answer?
not very confident in
That
the
is
fact that I
based
know the answer
on,
to it, but I think I do.
I think one line. Just the way that he phrased something, the way that he said something about, his own people, and that could have just been referring to the Daleks as Daleks.
I don't know a whole bunch.
Or-
I don't know much more about the history of the Daleks than you do.
Anyway, the Daleks, they're, bioengineered entities, right? With mechanical support. So yeah, I'm also under the impression now that they don't have the metal suits because of the radiation. They had those before, and it was just the fact that they were protected by the metal that allowed them to survive the radiation. At least that's my understanding. Rather than them being radiation ravaged little monstrosities, it seems like they were probably already like that. Which, if he did use his own species to create those, ooh, immoral.
I'm unclear on this.
He would do absolutely anything to win the war, even if it meant essentially destroying both sides, which would be a cool parallel to the Doctor.
I am very curious how they eventually introduced Davros into the show.
Yeah.
And like how they explain him with the built-up history of the Daleks in Classic Who. But anyways, we've been talking for too long, so we should probably get into the next episode.
Yep.
But we had 2 episodes so far of the serial. We saw the Dead Planet and the Survivors, and then we're on to an episode titled The Escape.
The Escape.
Escape.
That's so
last
funny.
time, what
Spelled
actually
just
happened
like the word escape.
in the show itself, right? Because we didn't really fully clarify like where we're at in the story.
The whole gang's dying of radiation poisoning.
Yes. A lot of
it's pretty
radiation
bad.
everywhere. The Thals theoretically have drugs.
Thals have drugs that can protect them from the radiation poisoning and cure it.
We believe that the metal case they found by the TARDIS.
Yes, Susan went back to the TARDIS and left everybody else there to go get the drugs that were apparently left for them by the Thals. Ian wanted to go, but he had his leg shot and it's temporarily crippled by that. The Daleks want them to bring back the drug so that they can, I guess...
They can steal it from them, synthesize it, use it for themselves or something?
Either use it for themselves or figure out how to counteract it, probably.
Yeah, one of the two.
Their ultimate goal is to kill everybody else, not preserve themselves.
Yeah, and they're excited. They're going to kill everyone once they get the drug. Yes. But they just have people alive so they can get the drug.
Yes.
And Susan is not having a great time.
No, Susan having
got the drug.
Bad time. She's running, screaming,
She's
crying,
got the TARDIS.
tripping, falling over.
And there's some moving stuff around the TARDIS.
Yeah, there's
so
spooky
we're
trees,
unsure.
like entities that are...
Yeah, we assumed that there were Thals around or something, and that Susan was going to run into a Thal, but it's unclear.
Also unclear if that's what they look like, or if they're under some sort
dying. So is
shroud.
Barbara. I think Barbara's bad.
Barbara's bad. Ian's less bad, but still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Doctor's real bad, quite old, suffering, pain.
All right,
let's play.
Let's see what happens. Who escapes? You think Susan escapes? The Daleks escape? Everyone else escapes the cell. What's your predictions for the episode?
I think that adorable little metal-coated creature is going to come back to life and escape the planet. I can dream.
San ni ichi.
San ni ichi.
All right, Susan. How you doing? TARDIS doors are opening. She just hit the button.
Yes. Subbed by Korax. Thank you, Korax. Thank you. Sounds Scottish. Can't pronounce it. Some part of me was expecting a very specific stock lightning sound effect. But there we go.
Oh, that's the outfit that we saw before. Humanoid indeed, it seems.
Yes, that sound effect does not seem to have existed yet. It's got a turtle shell-like texture to it.
She's got the 10 in her hand. Maybe he recognizes it?
I mean, he must. I assume he's the one who left it.
You're perfect.
From your perspective.
Called you because the Daleks don't like them.
Oh yes, the perfect tall blonde Aryan man.
I didn't even know they were drugs.
You mean you haven't taken them yet, but you must.
That's
Yeah.
why I came back, you see.
So, the presumably Thals, technically we don't know that yet, has left the drugs on purpose for them.
Yes, as we've
just learned.
Presumed.
I know. I'm just.
Well, don't you know about the Daleks?
So the Dalek people have survived.
Oh, they didn't know that.
But do they live in that dead city?
Well,
Oh, that's interesting.
So the Daleks
So they have the anti-radiation drugs, but they didn't realize the Daleks could survive with radiation.
Daleks
You know,
want
I
the
was
drugs
gonna
for
make
your
more
friends
comments
and not for
about
themselves.
Susan's anthropocentrism and saying that he's perfect,
Do you
but then I
trust-
saw the rest of his body. Yeah, he's pretty perfect. I think it's interesting that the Daleks are still completely on about this war, ready for exterminating them, and they don't even know they
still
exist.
exist. Well, they're probably planning an attack. Like they're probably
I
like
am Aladin of the
waiting.
Daleks. I shall
Yeah,
go
follow
with you
indeed.
through the forest to the outer
Oh,
wall
what's his
of the
name?
city,
Aladin?
if you will allow.
Aladin?
Thank you. I don't
Elvish
understand.
warrior man.
But the radiation still persists, and that is why your friends are ill.
You know, all this war and radiation talk was very relevant to the time it was created.
It's true.
Only a couple decades out of World War II, so radiation's definitely on the mind of The masses.
Okay, they've all taken the drugs. Barbara seems to be recovering.
I'm surprised they let them take it.
It just means the drugs
Surprised they let them take it.
This
Unless they want to,
all
like,
seems to have kept
experiment
it
them
from
on them after
giving
they've
them
taken
Oh,
it.
that's a good point.
To see if they
How
can...
did she get back here?
It was strange when the Daleks found it.
She just
I
came
thought
back.
First of all, they were going to keep both lots.
Oh.
They seemed to change their mind and gave the second lot back to me.
Yes. Still, it's
She
all
gave
seems
one to the
friendly.
dogs.
Oh, yes.
Go. Back to the ship.
Oh,
You
dear.
were still prisoners.
Oh.
Perhaps they plan to do some sort of experimentation
Well,
to see if they
we
can
must leave
counteract the
this.
effect of the drug while it's in their system.
We must
Maybe the Daleks wanted to exterminate them all at once or something, so they set the Susan back to the cell. They're like, they can take it, we're gonna kill them anyways.
Aladdin says the Thals are going to starve unless they can find new supplies of food.
Or maybe they need more help with
Definitely a
something.
concern.
Or maybe they just
Wonder what
like
they've-
killing people who are awake.
I wonder
After
what
the
they've been
war,
surviving on. I suppose
the Thals
plants.
that survived managed to cultivate small plots of land. Well, that's
Plants
how
are
they've
kind of
survived ever
dead
since.
though.
But they've always
They're-
had to be
Maybe
very,
they've
very
maybe they've
careful.
kept seeds in
Small
their
plots of
greenhouse.
land is what she's saying right now.
Aladdin says
See,
unless
see.
we can help them arrange some sort of treaty with the Daleks,
Classic.
they're all going to die.
Hmm.
Reveal everything.
Well, he wants to talk to the Daleks. He said if they agree to supply food for them,
Good luck with
then
that.
one of us must take a message outside the city.
I feel preserving our prisoners was a good
Mm.
idea.
Yeah, so they just wanted to
And
spy on them.
arrangement to bring the Thals inside our city, an even better one.
Hmm.
We'll let
I love that door. So beautiful, so impractical. Actually, it's quite practical.
we have
I mean, it's
brought
Dalek-sized.
you food and more.
You put it in a Dalek like facing
Also
that way.
very stylish. It's good to know that Daleks have a sense of style.
The
Very space
girl
aging.
is to come with me.
Where'd they
Yeah,
get
this
food,
must
I
have been
wonder?
built after they were in their suits because you notice it's too short for like most
We are
human-sized
going
people.
to help
Yeah.
the
But it's the perfect size for
Thals,
Daleks, so
which is
this
what
must have
you
been built
want us to
after
do.
the Daleks
Come now.
got their casing. So Daleks are feeding them bullshit about helping the Thals.
I love the pants.
Ah,
It's so
there it is.
impractical.
You've been longer than I thought. The path was rough.
Nothing about this
Sitting
outfit
right
is
over there.
practical. I know it's the 60s, but it's giving me like ABBA
What is
vibes.
it, Timothy?
Once famous warrior race of Thals are now farmers.
But the Daleks were teachers, weren't they, Timothy?
Yes, they were. And philosophers.
Perhaps they are the warriors now.
Oh,
From the
Interesting.
distance,
very
the city
interesting.
looks as if they make science and invention their
Mm. So maybe Davros was the one who created the suits.
Of course, Davros created the suits. What,
And
what do you mean?
Yeah, but I mean like, so like out of the whole invention thing, Davros was like, oh, I don't know why or why he'd have the power. Perhaps it was a solution to the radiation thing. Maybe they were dying of radiation and Davros fixed it with the suits or something. Unclear.
We're speaking about this obviously where Davros did not exist at this point in
Yes,
writing.
yes.
This is all retroactively being applied.
Then put down that we expect them to help us.
Okay,
Yes,
they're
I'm
writing a
sure they
note.
will.
War negotiations, even though it's quite obviously a trap.
That's incredible.
What?
Oh my god! Look at that!
What is the last word here?
That's great.
The last
That's so
word.
good.
That's fantastic.
Son, stop that noise.
Well, it's what I'm called. It's my name.
Plus an honorific.
Susan.
Susan.
So Dalek gonna go up to them with a note in their plunder, just like, read this. We are here to help. Come with us to our city.
Why are you on their side and against the rest
Because
of us?
I'm attracted to intelligence, and they're smarter than all of you combined.
Oh
She
boy.
loves jumping on people. That's like her go-to.
Did I hurt you? Don't waste time.
They're playing around.
Do you
Excellent.
think it was broken accidentally in their struggle? No, the cable is strong. They have broken it deliberately. And
yeah.
no.
Rhodes El Dorado.
extermination, then there is no
Method.
escape from the room that holds them. They may
Well, this
be
episode is called The
useful
Escape,
again.
so
We shall deal with the
I don't know. Perhaps they will escape.
Have you noticed, for example, that when you move about, there's a sort of acrid smell? Hmm?
Yes, yes, I've noticed that.
What does acrid mean?
No,
Acrid.
a fairground.
That's it.
Like,
Dodger, it's electricity. I think that
I used to know.
Electric
that
smell,
way.
I guess.
Just a minute. They have no pickup or anything.
I think of acrid, I think of
Only
dry.
the base of the machine touches the floor.
Sparky.
How do they complete the circuit?
It's just having irritatingly
Irritatingly.
strong and unpleasant taste or smell.
I see.
Angry and bitter. Pungent.
Acrid fumes.
It isn't plastic. I don't think it's nylon.
Thank you for telling us it's not plastic,
Looks
just so you
like
know.
plastic.
It'll do for what we want.
And what will it do, young man,
Insulate. If you're right, Doctor, about the Daleks taking up power from the floor, this is a perfect way of putting them out of action.
Oh?
They're very clever. Oh no, I was right! Come on, bring him back, I know you can.
Have recovered the creature.
Probably gonna break open its shell and eat it.
Perhaps we have lived too long.
That is a reoccurring phrase in Doctor Who for things
Yes,
that are old.
yes. I find it very cool, very interesting how much interpersonal world building is spent in this series.
Yeah.
Like a lot of just people who know each other talking to each other with
Yeah.
with very little to do with the Doctor, if anything.
The Dalek
I like that,
people
honestly.
have no
Me too, no, I
malice
like it.
towards us, and they hope that they can work with us to build a new and safe world, free from the fear of war.
And then they did. And
They
then it
have the
worked out.
ability.
I don't think things are gonna fare well for these fellows.
So there is a future.
We haven't seen them in the future.
We've never even heard of them in the future.
Yeah.
I think there's a likelihood that they will not survive the
Other
serial.
than likely being referenced in Series 9 premiere.
Yes. So we'll have to rewatch it again.
So were they going to try to, like, get the Dalek to stand on top of the tarp thing? Or are they going to just, like, dress the Dalek? What are they doing?
Take the food.
Because if they get the power from the floor, right, then my idea was, like, okay, well, if they're using that to insulate it, does that mean that the Dalek is going to, like, try to walk on top of the tarp? I guess not in this, right here.
In place.
But when is...
You know, the Doctor made quite a big deal about how awful his first appearance on Skara was and how, like, it really made him realize how horrible the Daleks were.
It's a good point, and this is his first time here.
A mass extermination would certainly, you know,
Yeah.
leave that impression on
I
someone.
wonder how the serial will end. No idea.
Well, we've seen previously that they don't shy away from killing in this show, which is good. No, I like that a lot.
Oh, wait a minute. Susan, throw me your shoes.
Alright. What are we doing with the shoes, Barbara?
Ruining them,
Making mud.
No, just taking off all the dirt and stuff that's on it, apparently.
tearing them apart.
Pass them out.
Oh, it's very sticky.
Are they going to throw it its eye?
Very good idea.
Blind it?
Yes, not too near the door. The door
Hope
makes it
so.
suspicious. Yes.
I mean, paintballs didn't work. That's the future. They also have such ingenious yet very silly and stupid like solutions for things in this. And it's delightful.
Oh yeah, it's really well.
It's very
well done.
well thought
I have
out.
a pizza for you.
Did you miss your chance?
Oh. Oh, is that what the mud's for? Is it the mud? Doesn't look like
No,
mud.
she thinks she saw the mud in her hand.
What is that?
I don't know. Yeah. Yep.
Keep away from me.
Should be shooting.
From me.
This is delightful.
This is so funny.
Away from me. Keep away from me.
Sure.
Good God, Susan.
Should still be
It
able to
worked
talk.
immediately, I guess. Well, perhaps these are early prototypes of
I think I'm all
Daleks.
right. Sweet
They need direct
By
power.
the way, Susan.
They don't have battery packs.
Right.
No.
Because it's been established later that their
Yeah.
speaking is like a mechanical
Yes.
synthesization of their intentions and thoughts.
Yeah.
I found one.
Oh, they're opening it.
Oh, I didn't expect them to do that.
Susan, Barbara,
Oh.
go in the corridor and keep a lookout.
Can we see? Actually, it's probably not a very good prop, but can we see?
You'll have to help me.
Maybe they won't show us. Maybe they just opened it and looked at it. Oh,
You know
no, they're
what?
taking it off.
Show don't tell is a good way of doing it when you don't have what you
You can
need.
tell, don't you?
No, show don't tell is a good way of doing it. I'm sorry, yeah, tell don't show. Good way of doing it when you want to leave stuff up to the imagination because you can't do it.
Oh, they're just... What are they doing?
Can't do a good job as
That's it.
our imagination can.
Now,
What?
lift.
keep him warm.
What?
They're gonna take him out.
What are
of
they
there.
doing?
They're taking him out of there.
Oh my god.
They ripped the snail out of the shell, and now all of its internal organs are just
They did just
No.
not show it.
See if I can get
You know what?
inside it.
probably for the best.
That's great.
I wonder if they ever do before
Yeah.
9, because it
I'm
felt like
sure.
it felt like a big reveal in 9.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's full of controls.
Oh, don't worry, we'll push you.
Oh, it moves well enough.
Yes, and surely they'll know that we're pushing
No,
it.
no, no. It won't be.
It's so funny.
All right,
'Cause
now, Susan, Barbara, you get
he's
quiet
not
and
actually
get
in
back to
there.
me for questioning.
The actor is at a microphone doing Dalek voice.
All right.
Yes.
This way then.
So there's probably someone else
Oh,
in there.
oh, wriggly wormy.
Oh, maybe they do show it.
That looks like a hand.
Well, they've escaped.
Yeah.
This looks like a hand.
Well, they haven't escaped quite yet. They just put in the effort for it.
I don't know. These could also be a prototypical version of the Daleks in,
Yeah,
in
this
terms
could-
of like
this could
what's
be very
inside of
early.
them. Like
Yep.
they could radiation could affect them even more over time, or they could, I don't know, something else could happen.
I mean,
you
it
know?
won't be a plot hole in my opinion, because it's just so easy to explain away.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I wanted to discuss
Yeah.
the picture that I'm getting
Okay.
from the perspective of New Who of the history of the Daleks.
Okay.
So there's a war, presumably between the Thals, a warrior race, and some other people,
Mhm.
of which Davros is a part. And Davros grows up and becomes this incredible military scientist who's just, like, brilliant, right?
Mhm.
The way that the Thals were describing the Daleks as, like, teachers and philosophers and
Yeah, that was
scientists,
weird. That, I mean, not
That feels
weird,
like
but
a- that
was
feels like a-
not something that I remembered.
that feels
Or
like
not remembered, but like knew at all.
it feels like either an oversight on the part of New Who, or just the fact that things had progressed so far with the Dalek
That
story. You
the
can't
race
really,
itself was different.
you can't even. I'm speaking from more like a meta perspective. Like the storytelling for the Daleks had just gotten to a point where you just kind of had to ignore that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like,
Or
I think more likely is that the Dalek race, or which I guess were called Dalek since the Thals knew the word Dalek, was Davros's people, and they were focused on scientific invention and philosophy and things like that.
oh,
which is
I didn't
why-
even. It didn't even occur to me.
Yeah, which is why, when the radiation thing happened, Davros was like, "Oh, I got some science for you. Here are these suits to help us with radiation."
For some reason, it didn't even occur to me that they could have been called Daleks before. Like, going by my
Yeah.
theory of they are literally
I
his
don't
people.
think the Thals knew what they look like.
I'm trying to make this timeline work out with
Just because
With the 2 episodes
because
we
the
just
Thals
watched.
don't know anybody survived the war but them. The Thals don't know the Daleks survived the war. Specifically, the Thals don't know the Daleks survived the radiation, and assume that if they did, they must have had drugs. So that makes me think they
they didn't know about
don't
the suits.
know the suits. But if they do in the next episode, then we'll know that we're on the wrong track somehow. But
So my original thought going into this, knowing about the radiation thing, was, oh, they didn't have the suits until the radiation. The suits were for dealing with the radiation. And then when I heard them talking, I for some reason was under the impression that they had the suits beforehand, and when the radiation hit, they were protected. Because they already had the suits. That wasn't specifically stated. In fact, I'm not entirely sure how I was under that impression all of a sudden, but it was something they said that gave me that impression. Now, if the things that you're picking up on make any sense, and they do, it does kind of sound like Dalek was Davros's people.
Dalek and Thal.
Dalek and Thal. I mean, he created the Daleks. What does that mean? Does that mean that he...
Well,
if
I
they are
think
his people...
in Series 9, at least,
In
certainly
Series
by that point, right? Davros, this old person dying of old age, after all the events of everything we've seen so far, he created the Dalek race as they are.
Yeah.
Because my guess is the creatures that were turned into Daleks over time, either
Which is still the assumption
in
we're
whatever
going
way
on.
that happened.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they probably looked like Thals, like they probably looked like Thals before.
I mean, if they are
before the
Davros's
Daleks.
people, then yes, they would, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So kind of like how Cybermen, right? They upgrade people and they turn people into Cybermen, and then those people are pretty much gone, and it's just a Cyberman left most of the time. It's kind of like that. I feel like where like what the Daleks are now, the radiation weird genetic monsters in suits, and their attitude towards destroy everything, that was created by Davros.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. Okay. Word picture, ready to paint. Thals, intense warrior race. Daleks, both of these are humanoids. Intense warrior race of the Thals. Daleks, philosophers, teachers, scientists.
Mm-hmm.
They fight the war. Davros is this absolutely brilliant scientist. Will do anything to win. Anything to do a good job. Perhaps he's responsible for the radiation bomb that went off. I wouldn't be surprised.
Or at least was working for the Dalek military or whatever, the whatever organization they had that helped fight the war.
Yes. In this picture I'm painting, which is not necessarily based on even strong theory or hypothesis, more just kind of current headcanon.
Mm-hmm.
He sets off this radiation bomb that just floods everything, kills everything. Or maybe not. Maybe it's the Thals. Maybe that is the final act that drives him over the edge and is okay, I will do anything to kill them. But anyway, bomb goes off somehow. Doesn't matter who did it right now, but it does. And he uses his brilliant mind, his brilliant understanding of technology to make these metal suits for his radiation-ravaged people. However, he uses that ability to twist them, morph them, change them, make them into what he wants them to be.
Mm-hmm.
As we saw in New Who with the the mental reprogramming or the mental programming and the how the suit itself is kind of a part of them in that and I mean I don't think New Who's been very good at keeping up with consistency with any of its creatures, Daleks included. A lot of things really do look like plot holes, but then, can just kind of be waved away by saying, well, it technically doesn't necessarily 100% contradict each other, even if it feels like they do.
Canon in Doctor Who isn't something that's super rigidly defined.
No, it's kind of,
It's a loose thing.
wibbly, kind of wobbly.
It's kind of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. Time kind of does things, and yeah.
It's kind of whatever writer
the people
that is
behind
writing
Big
the
Finish,
episode.
the people behind
wanted
Big
to be.
Finish apparently did a sweeping statement declaring Big Finish canon. The people behind it's Big Finish is canon.
I'm sure it is. I mean, it's canon is whatever the current writer wants it to be.
Yeah.
And honestly, good on them. I'm here for a good time, not necessarily for a creation.
Everything is canon in Doctor Who.
Also, I assume that this is the hugely famous serial, so I'd assume anyone who's writing a Dalek episode has seen this and would do their best not to
that's a good point.
contradict it because it's so relevant. But also, I would assume that a studio that made all of this 20, 30 years later would still have access to the old reels and stuff. But
For the most part. However,
stuff's lost.
Other
today,
than junked episodes. This episode almost got junked. Daleks.
Damn.
Yeah, someone saved it right before it was scheduled to be junked. Someone was like, oh my god, Daleks gonna be junked? We gotta do something about this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they saved it.
Yeah, but on-demand streaming services weren't available for the majority of this show's lifetime. So it's kind of hard to just be oh, I've been invited to write an episode of Doctor Who. I've seen Doctor Who. I haven't seen all of it, though, because some of it's not available for me to watch all the time. I can only watch it when it's on TV.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can go to the studio and ask to go through their archives and be okay.
But they're incomplete even.
Yeah, so...
And they were only... It's, we found, I think somewhere between 20 and 30 missing episodes over the years.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of episodes that back then they didn't have that now we do. Plus, a whole bunch of missing series have been animated now.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just... When there's plot holes in situations like that, and I mean, that's one of the reasons why this show kind of has to have fluid canonicity.
Canonicity.
Canonicity. Is because there is and are inevitable plot holes that will come across simply because no one writing has access to pieces of plot information that may not even exist.
Very, very likely, most Doctor Who writers have not seen all of Doctor Who.
And I mean, why would they?
Yeah. Anyways, we should watch the next episode, shouldn't we?
Yeah. I had so
Cool.
much more to say, but I forgot it all.
Yeah. Daleks. They
Dalek.
exist, and the history of them is interesting. I'm curious to learn more and see if we can come up with a headcanon that works, that satisfies everything, that doesn't like get contradicted.
They are a political metaphor.
The big plot hole that I've noticed, that you noticed, is the Dalek speech thing between what we just saw and Clara being in it in series 9 episode 2.
The best explanation for that is upgrades.
Upgraded model.
And I mean, like,
Davros is somewhere on the planet, and he's like,
I'm sure Daleks have been wiped out so many times and just had to be rebuilt over and over and over again. You know?
That's a good point. Davros did supposedly build a bunch of Daleks after he was rescued from the Time War in New Who.
Yeah, so...
Remember when there was like one Dalek left or something, and that singular Dalek saved Davros from the Time War somehow?
Yeah.
And he like went crazy. Remember that?
Yes.
Dalek Khan or something?
Mm-hmm, I do remember that.
Like
Daleks have been basically exterminated.
Yeah.
So many times, and like, even if like my theory about the Daleks being the original people of the planet alongside the Thals is true, by batch 5,000 that's not true anymore. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Dalek becomes something that Davros creates.
Yeah.
Or Daleks create other Daleks.
Yeah.
Or turn other people into Daleks, like we saw with Clara.
So, episode 4 of the Daleks, the ambush. So, prediction: Thals
Someone's
are going to come to
gonna
the
get
Dalek city. Daleks are going to ambush the Thals. The gang is going to save the Thals, at least for right now, or at least some of the Thals.
Alternatively, they show up, they get ambushed, they get massacred, the gang escapes.
All right, well, let's find out.
Let's find out.
Oh, wait. What language do we use? Fuck. We did
Today's
Spanish.
Duo.
We did Spanish already.
You did Duo? You already did?
Did I not do Spanish?
No, you might have done
No, I
Spanish.
didn't do Spanish. You're totally correct. Tres, dos, uno, play.
You lead us another way.
All right.
You gotta start talking like a Dalek, Ian.
Saw the situation in New Who with Missy.
The council wishes to question the prisoners.
Very rudimentary in that the pops just pop off. The tops just pop off. And like that scene in New Who recently where they just like open in the front.
Yeah. The tops pop off make much more sense for a classic series. And they do kind of look like they're designed to speak.
She knows her strengths. Her strengths are screeching and being captive.
Those plungers.
They're very threatening plungers.
They're just holding her in place.
Very threatening, very scary. I'm so delighted they used them. Oh, that was so good.
I mean, they're also not like just normal plungers.
I know, but
Like the arm has like a little extender bit,
yes.
you know. So presumably they can retract and extend the.
I mean, I imagine their primary use is something like a sort of R2D2 kind of like
interact with a
unlocks.
Yeah, interact with a panel or something.
Yeah. Touch it. The gold. I think it is NL. Definitely 100% NL.
Yeah, they certainly use that to close the doors. Yeah, look at those panels.
So impractical.
See all those buttons on the wall?
Yeah.
I'm sure the plunger interacts with those.
That was a very good idea, Susan.
He didn't hurt you.
No, not really.
Well, help me to get out of this thing. I'm suffocating.
I'm
The
not
Daleks-
entirely sure what just happened here. Okay,
The Daleks
so
did not notice that that Ian was missing. And look,
they just don't care.
Just pass the prisoners through into Limshot 7. There are no orders to move the prisoners.
That one has a lot more vibrato when he speaks. Not vibrato, sorry.
like that the-
Staccato when he
I like
speaks.
that the dot on the message thing like blinked like the Daleks' lights do when they were speaking.
Yeah, I think the decision to make it only possible for Daleks to say specific things is probably a bad one. Because it does just contradict pretty much every time we've seen a Dalek. Not every
Yeah.
time, but most times Daleks, they lie. Or they pretend to be helper robots in World War II.
Yeah.
I am only here to serve you. You know?
Yeah.
And they pretend to not be Daleks. Or they pretend to, they're liars. They're
Headcanon?
like the Doctor.
Missy fucked for the Dalek.
That's a good headcanon. Like, Club Penguin, like, safe chat? It's like that.
Like safe chat. Dalek safe chat.
Yeah. They just left him there. To die. Buddy, Ian, you're going to the asylum planet.
I don't know, they'll probably save him.
Well, then that whole thing about, if what you were saying before is true, that whole thing about
It's so slow, it'll
the
never
Doctor
reach
being
a
like, oh,
million.
they shouldn't have the concept of mercy, that shouldn't even be in their vocabulary.
Yeah.
I feel like that just contradicts. I swear I've heard a Dalek say mercy before. Come on, that's like.
Yeah.
It's like, did you even watch the episodes that you wrote? Oh, hi. It's me. Shit. Rip.
Rip Ian. They're gonna be like, there is no one inside. Ah, yes. Binary 4 numbers. That's pretty great, actually. Practical, I suppose?
Is he climbing down the shaft?
No, we got in the elevator.
I see.
I guess, like, right before they got in or something. Whew.
There's someone down there.
Oh dear.
The Thals! They've come for food supplies.
Walking into an ambush.
Just because someone looks human doesn't mean they
Walking
are.
into an ambush indeed.
Make no attempt to capture them. They are to be exterminated.
There it is! There it is! He said the thing!
Yep.
Obviously what I was talking about when I was like, they're gonna say their famous catchphrase. I was just so flabbergasted that you
Didn't they
didn't
say
have
exterminate earlier?
No.
They did not?
No. I want to see the Dalek without the suit.
We might still. With the arm
Silly little puppet.
creeping
I
out.
want to see it.
It's probably still in the cell. I wouldn't care too much if we didn't.
I mean, it's fine, but it was such a foreboding shot, you know?
It was. It was like, this is gonna come back. Remember this. We do still have 3 whole episodes after this one.
That's crazy to me. They really just took their time on these.
I wonder if you could, like, make a cut of it.
No one would stop you.
Put all the episodes together, and, like,
I mean-
cut it down a little bit, make it a little more interesting, making, like, a modern cut of the show. That's faster, easier to watch,
Modern
more
cut
accessible.
meaning just completely abridge it. Just cut it down.
Yeah. Make it, instead of, like, 7 20-minute episodes,
Take
make it, like,
out
2
the, like-
45-minute episodes,
Rare.
Make it, like, a New Who 2-parter.
Take out the rare,
The rare weird
dashes
line.
of,
Dashes of 1960s.
1960s. The racism.
I just feel like the story could be a little shorter.
Oh, it could be a
And-
lot shorter.
And I feel like there's a
Could
lot
have done all
of
this in 20 minutes.
extraneous material
Yes.
that isn't super important. Like, as much as I do kind of like the Thal cutaway stuff, it's not all necessary.
No.
Like, that Thal conversation was so long, and they talked about, like, some romance thing or something. Like, you could cut out a whole bunch of that.
It's like that cut of The Hobbit I showed you. In
Yeah.
The Hobbit films, there's so much extraneous information, there's so much extraneous, like, interpersonal character drama.
The other cut. The other cut would be just the other half of it.
Yeah.
So it would be like an anthology series
the
that
end-
has not
wait,
that
wait,
doesn't
wait,
have the
wait,
Doctor and
wait,
the
wait,
companions
wait.
in it. Anthology. Yeah, but then it would be like
Drama.
It would be like the
Fruit.
a show that didn't have the Doctor or the companions in it. It was just like here are a bunch of like companion episodes to Doctor Who that like have the rest of the information if you particularly liked that serial.
Right.
That's important to
These
the
people are
plot.
about to die. We should honor
Yeah,
them.
that's a good point.
Daleks, the Thal people wish to live in peace. If this is your wish too,
So you think they're all gonna die?
then let us work
Yes.
together to rebuild our world.
I'm gonna say there's gonna be at
We
least one
need
survivor.
your help. And in return,
It's coming.
we'll make
I can feel it. I can feel the
soil
drums
again.
of war beating. Except it's not a war anymore. It's a massacre.
Bloodlust of the Daleks.
The time
It is
for
quite
enemy
literally
is
an
past.
extermination. Don't.
If this is the kind of future that you want, Then send for us, and we shall talk. Not decide now.
Imagine
Now
watching
the
this for the
woodworks.
first time.
Centuries.
Is that before the
We
show
should go on
like existed
waiting.
was a thing?
Yeah, I mean, like, imagine watching this without any context of what Daleks are.
Yeah.
You know, that must be a different experience. I want to.
This is the Dalek establishing moment.
I'm gonna find someone to watch Classic Who before. Oh my God. Rip. Who's thinking this? I'm gonna find someone to watch Classic Who with me that hasn't seen you.
Messed up the wall real bad.
Yeah, it looked like the same kind of filters they were doing for you know, people when they get killed by Daleks. The weird, like, negative that they do now still.
They try their best.
Rip guy.
Try their best to update.
Rip dude.
classics.
Is that
Also, was that toilet paper? It wasn't.
No, that's
but it looked
Alec.
like it.
so Aladdin wasn't the one who died.
I know it wasn't toilet paper among the food, but it looked
I
like
know, I
it.
saw it.
Timothy.
Why kill him? They didn't even know him.
We can't stand here discussing it. Get yourself and your men away from here. Come on.
Okay, they didn't kill them all.
No, because there was only one guy there.
They just killed Nemesis. What was his name?
Not Nemesis.
Tenesis.
Telemachus. No,
Temenis.
the leader.
Rip, I'm sorry.
Must go back nearly 500,000 years.
The complete history of our planet Scarlo is here.
Ah,
I want to read. I want to see
Seems
it.
now that no one was
is that the first mention of Scarro?
Oh, nonsense, young lady. Your
think so.
survival is all here.
What, is this a solar system?
Yes. Scarlo is a 12th planet. Here.
Yes, I see. I wonder if I could see the planets. I might be able
This is
to fix our
interesting.
position.
Oh.
He's a clever man. I'll give him that.
Yes.
Interesting that they're just little plates.
I know Marco Polo is a serial that's coming up. We got a story before it. But that does take place on Earth. So maybe they could, like, they figured out how to aim to Earth because of that, but didn't get the timing right or something.
Yeah, because that would be quite a coincidence if they were able to end up back on Earth.
Here they are. Antidus has been wounded.
Yeah.
Oh no, Antidus. I'm so sorry.
What happened to Antidus?
Dunno. Not a lot of wild animals around here, so.
The metal creature.
It came back, just as I
Go down
predicted.
the other side of the city. Is he badly hurt?
Left the planet off screen.
I'll get some ointment for somebody to cover the burn.
Okay, everybody else escaped except that one guy.
I'll get some water for him to drink. Can you manage?
You were right.
Dennis?
They lived for now.
You must take the place of Temesis now.
Come on, Aladdin. Take your rightful place as leader.
I know.
Marry the girl. Be the
If
hero.
only I knew why the Daleks hated us. If I knew that,
Probably because you guys
I
used
could
to
alter our
suck.
approach to them.
You got better.
Your leader, Temesis.
Yes.
Well, he appealed very sensibly to them. Any reasonable human beings would have responded to him. The Daleks
Wasn't a
didn't.
human being.
They
Neither
obviously
were they.
think and act and feel in an entirely different way.
Yeah, these guys are
They
like,
just aren't
I don't know
human.
what human is,
Why
but
destroy without any apparent thought or reason?
or maybe
This
they
is,
do.
this is translated,
No, there's a reason.
right?
That's
Explanation might be
a
better.
fair point.
It's
Human
stupid and ridiculous,
person,
but
you
it's
know,
the only one that
being.
fits.
What?
That's a
That
good
is like
point.
us.
Dislike for the unlike.
Prejudice.
I don't follow you.
Prejudice.
They're afraid of you because
Assuming
you're
that
different.
Daleks
Prejudice.
used to have their form, they probably do have another word for
Mm-hmm.
their form that is separate from Thal.
Or, even better, the Daleks is what everybody originally looked like, and they really are mutations.
They mutated into this form.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Randomly. This shape is just the default mutated living creature thing, which said something about humans, I guess.
That's why they're a plague across the universe.
Yeah.
There's
They're
so many
contagion,
creatures
they're
that are
cancer.
humanoid.
I am not talking about dying.
Cancer of the
You
cells.
can't hand yourselves
Except it
over
turns
to
you
the
into
Daleks.
this.
Sooner or later, they're going to try and destroy you if they can.
I can see you want to help us, but as Dione says, you don't understand. There can never be any
Marion, wet
question of
dreams.
the Thals fighting the Daleks. Come, Ganatus.
I will
There's
not
so
remember
many
most of
people.
their names,
so
but
many.
that's
I was
okay.
about to say there's so many
There's
names.
so many characters here.
I think these will interest you. Look here. This is
So we're
these
talking
people's
about-
ancestor, the original foul male. There was a neutron war here, and
Ah.
most died and survived.
Neutron, yeah.
But in the case of the fouls, mutation came round in full circle, then refined itself into what you see.
You mean this became...
Yes, yes. It took hundreds of years, of course. In the second example, our recent hosts, the mutation has not completed its full circle. Why, I don't know. But you
What?
remember that monstrosity we took out of its machine?
Yes.
This is its forebear.
Okay, we're about to learn something very important.
Original Dalek.
Yes, They called them dolls.
Dolls.
It's all
Dolls.
there, every moment of it, with Scatterine history. Minutely, but
I might have to watch this whole section again.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
That's
to.
okay.
I'm a little bit.
Sword the Val's holding.
Yes, they were the warriors then.
Well,
What is mutated into, like, a full
What a
circle
full.
mean?
I don't know.
I'm pretty glad to hear he's improving. Well, now, I'm sure you're...
So, they looked normal.
Alright, we're gonna rewind.
Oh, Grandfather couldn't restore
Okay,
it.
I'm loving this like philosophical, like nature nurture war sort of thing they've got going on here.
Yeah. Are they pacifists now, or will they fall back into warriors?
This is these people's
Okay,
ancestors.
the original foul male.
original foul male.
Looks like a
There was
human.
Neutron war here.
Yeah.
Most died and
Neutron
survivors
war.
mutated.
Died.
But in the
Survivors
case of the
mutated.
Fowls, mutation
So they got
came
worse?
mutations
Came around
find itself
in-
into what you see.
And then it.
You mean this became...
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It
So
took hundreds of years, of course.
Can I pause?
In the second example, our recent
Hold
host,
on.
the mutation has not completed its full circle. Why,
Our
I
recent
don't
host
know.
is not completed.
But do you remember that monstrosity we took out of its machine?
Yes.
let me know when I
This
can
is
pause.
all there.
Okay. So,
Okay, so the implication that I'm getting from this kind of feels like a sort of idea for fiction that would come out of a passive belief that the human form is like the inherent form of intelligence, or like the human form is like more evolved than other things. It is the end goal of evolution, which is, you know, a very outdated concept that some people still believe, but more people probably believed back then. And it's not necessarily like an inherently
okay.
problematic thing. It's just like, and this could be completely wrong, I'm saying this. So my understanding is that, so originally they evolved and they looked completely humanoid. They got mutated, but for some reason it was advantageous to the species' survival that they looked human in the environment they lived in. Therefore, through natural selection over time, the mutations kind of just worked their way out.
Remember, they also have the drugs.
Yes. True.
So the way I'm thinking about this is the radiation started to mutate them, because you know how radiation, it's not, you know, radiation will cause mutations rather suddenly, and a generation could be completely mutated from radiation. Well, of course, natural selection's a lot slower than that.
Right.
So the initial burst of radiation that probably fucked them up a bit before they made the drugs, however they got the drugs.
Probably took a long time.
Yeah, it's exactly, especially they're a warrior race and are now farmers.
True,
The
you're
Daleks
right.
were the ones who were the scientists. So when they got those drugs and they used those drugs, my guess is that kind of stabilized their genetics, and they were less susceptible to like getting worse from the radiation, and then after hundreds of years returned to their form, the full circle.
And they have a small gene pool, which is why they all look
Yes.
like Barbie dolls.
Yes, they have a small gene pool.
It sounds like the human form is like the end.
So he used the
Endpoint.
term full circle, which means deviate and return to.
Yeah.
So I think he meant full circle. He meant like the original Thal is supposed to be similar to the current form of the Thal. And they got
When you bring the drugs into it, that makes a lot more sense.
radiation affected them for the worse. Then they brought the drugs in, and then their mutation, and then they restored themselves over 100 years.
Right. Because I would have a hard time believing that over a period of only a few hundred years, it would be evolutionarily advantageous for them to have these mutations and then evolve back into a completely humanoid form.
Yeah.
I find that it's a little
I don't think they
far-fetched.
got as far as the Daleks.
Yeah, no. But you see, that hasn't happened to the Daleks.
Yes.
And we haven't seen that plate yet.
Well, yeah, the Daleks didn't get the drugs. They didn't. Or,
A very important piece of information for us is going to appear when we see that plate, if we see that plate.
oh, the doll thing?
Yes, what the dolls look like.
Oh.
Because if the dolls are humanoid, everything we said...
I think the dolls are humanoid.
Well, we haven't seen them yet. But it's probably going to be the reveal. It's going to be like, oh my god, they were humanoid too.
Yeah.
If that's the case, which it seems like that's what they're
Dolls
working
and the
towards.
Thals.
Yeah, it seems like that's what they're working towards. Then everything that we said completely holds up for all that theorizing we were going for.
Yeah.
If they're like lizards or something, throw the whole thing out. Like, we're done. We can't make this work anymore.
Then the question I have right now, right, is when did they adopt the name Dalek?
I don't know.
Because the Thals appeared to know the term Dalek. Unless Susan said it first, and they were like, oh yeah, Dalek, that's similar enough, we'll just use that. But I feel like they
No, they didn't say
They
you
knew
mean the
the term
dolls.
Dalek.
They knew the term Dalek, yes.
Yeah. So they must have adopted the term Dalek sometime in the early stages of the radiation or during the war.
They could have been genetically modified before they were put in shells.
Yes. Or, who knows, perhaps Dalek was the name their military got or something. Something like that, you know? Perhaps the Daleks were the dolls in the military.
Lek, or Ek, might be a suffix that means something
and Dalek, you could say, for a different reason.
Yeah, it might be a suffix that means something in their language.
Yeah, maybe.
But it isn't being translated because it's a proper name.
Perhaps. Anyways, shall we finish the story?
Yeah, let's finish the story. All right.
Original Dalek.
Yes, they called them Dows then. Oh, it's all there, every moment of it, of its Scaroween history.
Scaroween.
Minutely,
I like that.
Brilliantly recorded. Priceless. Absolutely priceless.
I probably went with Scarin, but Scaroween is
Yes, they were
cooler.
warriors then.
It's gonna be this big reveal, like, holy shit, look at the plate. Hopefully they don't just not show us.
They just don't show. I think they were probably humanoid.
I mean, that's the assumption I'm working on until I'm proven wrong.
I wonder if there's any point in reminding the Thals of what they used to be.
Why?
Oh, they're opposed to fighting you. We were trying to convince them that it was a necessity for their own survival.
But our fate doesn't rest with the foul, surely. Let's leave well alone. We have ourselves to worry about. Now, come along, come along.
They
Maybe
could
the
just leave.
doctor's right.
Yeah.
Let's get in the ship and get as far away from
Which
here
is their
as
current
possible.
plan, it seems.
Come along.
You've lost it?
They lost the
Ian, you
fluid link.
can't have.
No. The Daleks took it from me when they searched me. It's down there somewhere. In the city.
Oh dear.
Alright.
Boy.
They must retrieve the fluid link, it seems.
Dun 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 dun.
And that's that episode. Is that a good cliffhanger for the video? Or do you want to do one more?
Probably.
Okay, so we're gonna stop for this video. I think that was great episodes. I actually really enjoyed both of those. This was great. So we're gonna take a break,
trying to work out the history of these.
eat some food, watch some New Who, and perhaps record the final parts of the serial tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice.
I have been thoroughly enjoying everything so far that we've been doing with Classic Who. What are your thoughts on what we have so far, just generally? Any like, wow, that was cool thoughts, or?
Yeah, no, it was overall great. I don't really have any specific thoughts
No.
other than the ones that I've already said, which I think I've spoken too much about.
Yeah. I just feel like we should have like some sort of discussion section after the episode, you know?
Well, here's the problem, right? We had our discussion section in the middle of the episode.
Yeah, but we gotta like say something. I don't know. Like
Gotta close
most
it up.
reactors have like, I mean, the reactors I like at least have like 40-minute sections of their video after the episode ends where they just talk about the episode.
Right.
I want to do that.
Most reactors are the reactors that you like are
good at their
organized,
job.
and they're good.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I've never made any
we
claims.
gotta become good by just talking and practicing.
Sure. Okay, yeah, you start us off. You tell me about the episode.
Okay. So we watched 2 episodes today.
Mm-hmm.
So we went from the crew being trapped and dying of radiation poisoning to having escaped their cell. Ian, part of the plan was they captured Dalek, took out the creature inside the tank thing.
Took the Dalek out of the
They
Dalek.
took the Dalek out of the machine, and then Ian got in it, and then they escaped. They did a genius plan of tricking the Daleks and pretending they were supposed to be going somewhere. They got put in a lift, and then
A lift?
yeah,
They got put in a lift.
it was called a lift. They called it a lift.
Of course they called it a lift. They're British.
Yeah, I know, and I'm calling it a lift too because the caption said lift.
Fair.
It was called like lift and like some number, like it was lift 4 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they got in there after the Daleks realized what had happened. They were already in the lift. The Thals came over to the Daleks' place, and then the leader of the Thal went in and was like, "Daleks, we're here to help you if you help us," or something. "Help us and we'll help you." And then
We like peace.
it was like a really, really good speech and stuff, and the Daleks were like, "Exterminate," and killed him.
Well, they said fire.
Yeah, they said
Fire!
and then the Thals were like, "Oh no, the Daleks killed him." So I guess Aladdin. I guess Aladdin has to be the new leader. Aladdin's like, "Yeah, I know. Just gotta think about it." And they all escaped. They all go back to TARDIS. We're about to leave. We're about to be home free. 5-episode serial. 4-episode serial. And then turned out that the fluid link was gone. That Ian had lost the fluid link because the Daleks took it from him. And so they gotta go back to the city and find it. And that's where we're at. So next time, hopefully we'll find the fluid link and resolve this, see what happens with the Daleks and the Thals, and get on with it. Seems pretty exciting.
It does. If I asked you to come up with an arbitrary explanation about how each stuffed animal I've thus far incorporated into this series is actually thematically relevant to the things we've been watching, what would you say?
This is an element of destruction, right? This is in Minecraft, right? Like, I don't know if you know what it is, right? Because it says TNT on it.
I don't know if you know about
it's
this
not
little
related to anything specific in the
these
real world.
Niche little game that came out recently called Minecraft.
Yeah. But it's a device of destruction. This thing can explode and it can do a lot of damage to things, just like Daleks.
The easiest one. That was a gimme. I mean, even I had that on my mind when I picked this up.
We had both of those
Yes. I'm gonna say that you get to decide which one represents which. The pilot versus, an unearthly child.
So one of them was in the pilot, but because the pilot was kind of an unearthly child and it was kind of a weird day, we had both of them.
Yes.
I say, Spamson is the pilot.
Spamton is the pilot. Why is Spamton the pilot?
Because he's the garbage man who...
He sucks.
Who is like a... like, not the final version of the show.
Yeah, a faulty version of an otherwise good product.
The owl is the good product.
It makes sense. You see the long bird-like nose.
Yeah, yes. Spamton was the owl prototype. Before we really figured out what we wanted. Mm-hmm. Or absurd. In any case, yeah, so that was the video. This was a lot of fun. If you did enjoy this video, if you're still here, leave a like. We would love that just seeing that, seeing support there or seeing comments, if you have anything to say, would honestly be better. I love comments.
Likes or whatever, I like comments.
Or subscribing, just showing support for us would be really great if you are actually enjoying this, because that'll encourage us to do this more. That'll encourage us to want to record more. That'll encourage us to get these videos out to you more smoothly. So if you did enjoy this and want more stuff, definitely please leave a like, comment about some stuff, let us know what's going on, even if it's just what's going on in your day, or what episode you're excited for us to get to, if you just like a number or something, or what you thought of this episode, or if you're watching along with us, maybe you've never seen Classic Who before and are a new Who fan, what do you think's coming up next? Just talk to us, have a conversation with us in the comments, and we'd love to see that interaction. I think that would be wonderful and super helpful for us to just be more productive in making these videos for you.
I don't know about you. In fact, well, actually, I think I do know about you, which is why I'm going to make the assumption that you have no intention of holding these episodes hostage, and will continue to make them even if no one is watching.
Yes. Oh, for sure. I will continue to make them even if no one is watching. However, it may be slower. Unclear, though.
Right, you gotta have that motivation. Maybe if I saw some comments saying, oh, wow, I think you're so funny and smart when you mention obscure Greek mythological characters.
Yeah, give us compliments in the comments.
No, I hope they...
Or give us, really creative insults.
Yeah.
They have to be compliments or really creative insults. We can't have no easy insults.
No.
You gotta have
I've seen them all.
Interesting insults. Alright. In any case, I love you all. Thank you guys for watching.
I don't know you.
We'll see you guys next time. And goodbye.
No, we won't. Wait, hold on, wait.